If you've ever found yourself pushing away the very love you want most, then you know how deeply confusing and painful that can be. We're going to gently unpack the deep architecture of why this happens and hopefully bring a little more clarity and a lot more compassion to that experience. So, let's start with the big question, right? The one that probably keeps you up at night. Why? Why do we build something so beautiful only to feel this overwhelming impulse to tear it all down? Well, the answer is probably not what you think. And this is the whole key right here. It's not a flaw in your character. It's not because you secretly want to be unhappy. It's the feature of your survival system. For some of us, our bodies have literally learned that the quiet of a calm sea is way more unsettling than the familiar roar of a storm. This quote just paints the picture so perfectly, doesn't it? That steady kindness, that consistency you crave on one level, well, to a nervous system that was trained for chaos, it can feel wrong. It feels foreign, unsafe even. And this isn't a conscious thought. It's a deep cellular memory. Okay, so let's dive into this first layer of understanding. We're going to look at how these memories get stored, not just in our minds, but on our very tissues, in our bodies. Think of it like this. Your earliest relationships handed you a blueprint for what love is supposed to feel like. This attachment architecture is like subconscious code. So when real, healthy intimacy gets close, that old code just starts running automatically. And it often triggers survival strategies, like picking a fight or pulling away. Things that once kept you safe, but now just keep you separate. And here's that body logic in action. This isn't about you deciding how to react. It's your nervous system taking the wheel. Your sympathetic system might just scream, "I have to explode to be safe," and that leads to creating drama. Or your dorsal vagal system might whisper, "I have to vanish to be safe," and that's when you shut down. You go numb. It's pure biology, not a choice you're making in the moment. And I really want you to let this sink in. Please, hear this. What you are experiencing is not a moral failure. It is not a sign that you are broken or unlovable. It is simply a matter of nervous system regulation. That's it. Now, let's go a little deeper to the next layer, because this wiring in our body often connects to a story that's even older. We're going to gently shift now from the body's logic to the soul's memory. You see, beyond our own personal history, there can be what you might call an energetic imprint. Some people call it ancestral trauma, others call it a karmic pattern. It's this idea that templates and stories about what love is, they're passed down to us, woven right into our being. An inherited belief, for example, might sound something like this. It's an old, quiet law etched into the soul. A story that says true visibility, real intimacy, is dangerous. So when a loving partner sees you, really sees you, this ancient alarm can just go off. So when you feel that urge to sabotage, it may not even be your story you're reacting to. Your spirit might just be remembering an old song it learned a long time ago. A melody that insists that love and safety, well, they just can't coexist. So if this is all so deeply wired in, what in the world can we do about it? This is where the hope comes in. Understanding the why is the first huge step. Now we can start to explore the how, the path to actually rewriting this code. See, healing isn't about fixing just one thing. It's this holistic process that brings together your body, your heart, and your spirit. We're going to look at these three interconnected roots: training the body, opening the heart to new kinds of experiences, and consciously rewriting the soul's story. And the beautiful thing is, you can start right now with your own body. These are simple, powerful tools to tell your nervous system that you are safe in this present moment. You can just orient, name 3 things you can see around you right now. You can take a breath where your exhale is just a little bit longer than your inhale. That signals calm to your whole body. You can soften your jaw or your chest, just noticing where you're holding tension and gently letting it go. And you can pendulate, which is just a fancy word for letting your attention gently shift between a feeling of activation and something that feels good or safe, like the solid ground beneath your feet. These aren't just tricks. They are ways of speaking directly to your body in a language it actually understands. But healing isn't just a solo journey. The second path is, well, you could call it the slow medicine of love. It's found in those small, repeated moments with a safe person. Tiny little pieces of evidence that prove the old story was just that, a story, not a rule for your life. Now, as we come toward the end, I want to offer one final and really profound shift in perspective. This is the pivot that can turn this entire struggle into a journey of liberation. That part of you, the one you fight against, the one you might even hate sometimes, the part that creates chaos when all you really want is peace. It is not your enemy. It has never ever been your enemy. What if you saw it instead as a fiercely loyal guardian, a protector that learned how to defend you from a threat that just isn't there anymore? It's not trying to hurt you, it's trying to keep you safe using a really old, outdated map. So the invitation isn't to fight this guardian, it's to thank it for its service and then offer it a new role. Instead of protecting your old wounds, you can ask it to help protect your healing, your expansion, your journey into the love that you actually deserve. So please know this act of sabotage is not a final verdict on your capacity for love. It's a signal. It is that old, loyal guardian just tapping you on the shoulder and asking to be taught a new way. It's asking to be retrained so you can finally, fully, and safely live in the love you were always meant to have.